Welcome. This is a foreigner guide on how to ride the SL-Fuyu-no-Shitsugen in Kushiro, Hokkaido, Japan. It is a very exclusive train, but I wanted to make this guide to help others in booking it. But it's not impossible. Here's what I did to secure my ticket. Shall we? Ikuzo! First off, you can actually book the train in advance on the website for JR East, or at any JR East ticket booth. The main thing is to have a Japanese address, so this is meant for domestic residents. I bought my tickets at the Narita Airport office in the Keisai Skyliner booth. I will list all these websites below that will show where to go. I began this portion of my trip in Sapporo, and I visited during the 2026 Snow Festival. I saw this in abroad in Japan many years ago, and I thought I should see it once. Susukino Square was really beautiful. It's imperative to visit Sapporo TV Tower. It's awesome yakiniku there. The late evening was really romantic too. Very beautiful to see. Oh my god. I've never been in an anime raid, but this was close. Mando and Grogu made an appearance. It's really something to visit Sapporo. It's only -4 in February. I began my trip by going to Sapporo Eki at 0600. I booked the JR line to Nuchitose with reserved seating around 700 hours. There was a snowstorm like the day before, but everything was very much delayed, so I wanted to get there as early as I could. These are all taken from the day prior, not the day of. From Nuchitose, I took a domestic flight to Kushiro, around 30 to 45 minutes. Then you have to take a coach from Kushiro Airport to Kushiro Station. It takes about an hour. When you go through Kushiro, you really see how rural the place is. Too many abandoned homes. You will soon reach Kushiro downtown. It's actually a short walk from the bus stop to the station. Plenty of food there, and really awesome French pastry that I got. Very soon it will fill up with lots of people though, so it won't take long. And soon you'll be able to go to the tracks. You're right next to the Fuyu-no-Shitsugen. Our steed is one of the few steam locomotives still operating in Japan. And this will go through the Kushiro marshland in the winter, and it's only for a few days in the year. It's really beautiful to see. If you even ask, you might even have a photo with some staff. When on board, you can find your seat and go through the 5 cars. Here's the regular car that I got for my seat. It's very packed, and there are 3 like this. This is the cafe car. It has tea, merch, and coffee, and it's only open for the beginning portion of the trip. You can actually take photos if you ask permission. Here you can buy fried sweet potato and some squid to grill on the charcoal heaters. They're really hot, and they really warm up the car, so be careful. Kushiro marshland is very flat and mountainy in other parts, and it's a stunning view both to and from Shibecha. It's a true marshland, and sometimes some small mountains break up the landscape. And if you're lucky, you can actually see some deer and some red crane. In no time, you will reach Shibecha Eki. Here the trains will redock and orient to travel in the opposite direction, so back to Kushiro. Wow! Wow. If you're lucky, you can actually talk to some local people and they'll let you take a photo. Of course, with permission. I actually went back to the station too early and they told me to wait. And yeah, you have to read the times on the dockings because the procedure is quite lengthy. While at Shibecha Eki, you can actually get some tourism stuff, some knickknacks and souvenirs. You can even buy some nice food. This family actually made some spaghetti, which was really cool. You will cross an overhead walkway to go back to your other seat if heading back to Kushiro. You can also ring the station bells, but don't ring it too much, it's quite loud. Shibecha and we'll say goodbye, and they were missed. Here we can head back to Kushiro the same way, but backwards. If you're lucky, you can actually spot some red crane. Soon you'll make the journey back south, and the views from the front of the train are now available from before. Smoke gets in the way though, but it's still really beautiful. At golden hour, at 1700 hours, the marshes turn orange and blue. And there's abundance of photographers all around the trip. I hope this video will give you a taste of what you'll see along the way, though northern Hokkaido could use more people visiting. It's really an underrated part of Japan that I found is quite worth the trip. Here's the Beppu River, I think. When the announcer starts talking to this, well, basically your train trip's about to end, so. I do plan to come back to Kushiro one day. I do want to visit the Lucky Boots Cafe. That story is quite intriguing and quite viral, and worth the visit. When you disembark from the train, everyone will gather to see the train one last time. Be careful, that really is a powerful smoke. And if you're very lucky, it will depart with a surprise. It's pretty damn loud, though. Riding the SL-Fuyu-no-Shitsugen was really special, and was quite the remembrance for the trip. It's quite nostalgic, and quite quaint. The trip actually pushes you to see other parts of Japan, especially rural Hokkaido. I then went to the hotel to watch the sunset near the Washo Fish Market. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you can book this train one day. So good luck, and ganbatte.